Jenna Starr. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This week's video, we're gonna do slutty cooking with Jenna Starr. Anyways, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And something about my leaks. Let's leave it alone. Something about my leaks. Why am I saying leaks? My links. Where are my links at again?
In the description box below.
In the description box below.
And let's get into it.
And let's get into it.
Okay, it works.
It's my personality.
It checks out.
Starting off with, I actually need to cut the potatoes. Make sure you wash your potatoes. So tonight is slutty cooking night, and what I have here, ribeye steak, my favorite, and I'm gonna do asparagus and potatoes. Yep, that's what I'm doing. Oh, I just got a story. Now, one time I get on the plane, I'm at the airport, obviously. I get on the plane. So I'm on the plane, and this guy comes and sits next to me. And I'm like, hey, you know, we're just talking or whatever. And he says, I'm going to Vegas, and, you know, and I could tell he was a noob because, and I don't mean this in a bad way, like I could tell when you don't really travel that much. So he's like, taking pictures, you know, like of the takeoff, you know, and he lived in Florida. So if you live in Florida and you get into the air and you're taking a picture, okay, that means that you really don't ever fly. He sits down next to me. We start talking. He's talking about how, like, you know, he's doing like, you know, businesses and all this stuff. I'm like, okay, cool. We were just talking about a bunch of shit, you know. We were having some drinks and stuff. I never said what I did for work. Most of the time people are wanting me to say that I'm a porn star. Anyways, and then sometimes I know they know, and I really just get off on like just going around it just to fuck with them, you know? So we're having all these talks. He's talking about what he's been doing Vegas, whatever. All this time goes by. Then out of nowhere, he just goes, you know, I used to date a girl named Jenna Starr. Oh, really? I was like, at that point I was so annoyed. And I was like, yeah, I don't think that's true. I'm really gonna suck at story time. Okay, so I'm at the bar with this guy, and he comes over and starts talking to me. He was at the pool earlier, probably watching me all day. No offense if he watches this. So anyways, so we're just chit-chatting. I'm like, so what do you do for work? He says he's a cop. I'm like, okay, that's cool. So we keep talking, and he's just telling me about, he just happens to be out in Miami and doing whatever, and then I somehow asked him, like, okay, so, you know, I don't know, like somehow he ended up saying he'd never gone to South Beach. And I was like, wait a minute. You've never been to South Beach? He's like, no, I mean, like, you know, I'm a cop and I don't really get out. And I was just like, okay. You know, by the way, like, we're just already drinking at this point. So we're both like, I'm like, yeah, let's go. It'll be your first time going to South Beach. Awesome. Man, I feel like I'm like breaking him in or something. I'm like, yeah, let's go. So we get to South Beach. We go down one of those typical restaurants down there, and you know, he probably don't drink that much, really. You know, I've had a family member that is a cop, so they're not all the same. But if you gotta work, and you know, it's not like they're like drinking too often. So we get the big margarita bowl, like the huge one, and we start, you know, sucking this thing down. Now, I had a Gucci purse on that I had just bought. I sold all my designer through COVID. Like when COVID hit, I sold all my designer. And I was like, cause you go into survival mode, we didn't know what was gonna happen. Sold all of it. And then during that time was when I was investing, I started investing money into like doing my OnlyFans and stuff like that. So, that's the Gucci bag I had on. Is the one I just bought. Was my point with that whole story. And what was inside of my bag was my wallet, obviously, with all my important cards. And then I had my passport in there, my book. And then I had, I think I had like $1,000 cash. I had 2 phones in there, car keys, and my Chanel little portable perfume thing. It's so cute, man. I never got one back since then. That's how hurt. That's how hurt I was hurt. So we're drinking this thing down, and then I'm like, all right, what's next is, we're gonna go down to the beach. I don't know if I kind of think somebody was watching us, and it's just to happen like this. All kinds of stuff is going on in Miami and other places, but we go down to the beach. He brought his little cop duffel bag, So he put his bag down. I put my purse inside of his bag. We're making out, rolling around on the beach, whatever. Okay, well I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna have sex on the beach. It's just, I don't want sand in my vagina. It ain't going that far. So I'm like, all right, okay, we're done. I go to get up and get my purse. I look in the bag and my purse is gone. And I flipped out. Completely flipped out. And I was like, oh my God. I'm looking around and I'm like, oh hell no. Hell no. Somebody just stole my purse. Man, all my shit's in there. I worked so hard for that. Well, I had, drank a whole bowl and whatever else that day. In my head, I just went straight to started chasing people down the beach. And then he's and I'm thinking in my head, how am I with a cop? Okay? And this happens. What? I'm okay. Probably was a warning. But I really didn't think he really set me up or anything like that. I thought about it, thought crossed my mind, I ran everything through, and then I was like, but it was your idea to go to South Beach and all of that, and I never had to, you know what I mean? I'm just all right, whatever. At this point, I really can't think like that right now. I need to fix my situation and handle all that. I can't even think that far into it. And I feel bad because afterwards I told him that I would send him new shoes because I had to take his shoes. It was really nice of him to give me new shoes. And it was on one phone, and then I don't think I saved a number, and then I lost it, and I felt bad because I was going to ask him for his address, And so I asked him what division, I got all the information, about where he works, and I said, I'll send him there. And I feel bad because he probably thought, no, you're not, right? But I really had intentions on doing it. So if you're listening out there, inbox me, and I can send you your shoes. Okay, so to continue the breakdown of this, I get back home, anywhere you go, when I don't have anything, is oh, we need your ID. Well, I can't help you. Well, I don't have my ID. It's in my purse. It was in my purse that was stolen. My Gucci purse that was stolen. I need my passport. So then I had to go on the journey of getting it back. It took me about, I went down to the post office, and I applied for one. I did the paperwork. I did the whole little thingy, and then I did fill out the form that they said I didn't fill out later. I did fill out the form. I figured, like, you know, people don't want to do their job, whatever, because I know I did it. Nice and colorful. Okay, I'm not going to bite this right now because I'm not one of those people who just sticks things from the pan in my mouth, and I know there's some people who can handle that. And this would literally mess up my whole 2 weeks of my life if I burn my mouth. I don't get it. Like, some people can just eat it out. Oh, you're cooking? Oh, let me see what you got. Or I'm cooking? Let's taste it. And then they just do this and then they eat it. I'm looking at them like, all right, these asparaguses are doing a little too much in here. I can tell. I know exactly how I like them to be. Some of these are good. Some of these are done. This is what happens when you use the wrong pot because you have no choice. The potatoes just didn't come out the way that, you know, let me put, oh, I like the little purple ones. I'm not calling them blue. Now I'm going to go enjoy this meal. Thank you for tuning into this week's YouTube video. I'll see you in the next YouTube video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All my links are in the, what are they in?
The description box below.
All my links are in the description box below.